the Japanese people tend to be very patient people. And they resign themselves to what has happened to them over the past 20 years, which is economic stagnation and benign deflation, which is the price they paid for the fact that their boom in the late 80s, which was both a real estate boom and the stock market boom, and American economists make fun of the Japanese saying, look, at the past 20 years, I mean, it was economic stagnation. The real question to my mind is, was that an excessive price to pay for the fact that they had had a gigantic boom that turned into a bust? But the natives are getting restless since there has been 6 prime ministers in Japan over the past 5 years. They change prime ministers now more than once a year. And I think the only way out for Japan may be for them to inflate. So, but it may or may not happen. But what we have continued to see is the fact that from the bottom up, there are in Japan some truly world-class businesses which sell at very reasonable valuations because of the top-down risk associated with Japan in the minds of investors. We are particularly attracted, with exceptions, we're particularly attracted to the stocks of Japanese companies that have been successful outside Japan and do quite a bit of business outside Japan, because some of them are truly world-class. I don't know whether you're a bicyclist, whether you have a bicycle, fine. But Shimano, the bicycle is a strange consumer good because the real brand is associated not with the bicycle brand, but with the bicycle parts, the brand of the bicycle parts. And for pedals, for brakes, for gear shifts, Shimano, and indeed the name Shimano is on the part. Shimano truly dominates good quality bicycle parts throughout the world. You have Fanuc, which is known for its robots, but which in fact should be better known for the fact that they do software for machine tools. So you have what I call world-class businesses. We're partial towards those, particularly since in those cases management seem to be more open because they operate successfly outside Japan. They seem to be more open. And even with Japanese companies that have been successful abroad, they tend to sit on a ton of cash. And the enterprise value to EBIT, with price to earnings ratio, you don't take the cash into account. With enterprise value to EBIT, you take the cash into account. And on that basis, there are Japanese companies that are not that are reasonably valued indeed. Particularly if one thinks, rightly or wrongly so, that they're world-class businesses.